What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And so you see the title, Travis Hunter girlfriend pulled a Jada Pinkett and threw him under the bus. So originally, when I started out to do this video and I was watching other content about Travis Hunter and the situation he's going through with his girlfriend. And I'm still really going to take that approach to because you got to figure the young lady is probably she's in her early 20s or maybe mid 20s. They probably both in their mid 20s and they new to this situation, right? Both of them are new to this situation, right? And so and it all started from basically when she was at the football game, his last game of the season. He had a really good game and she kind of acted out, and a lot of people saw her act out, and so it just took off from there. So that situation, when you see a young lady act out of jealousy because maybe some other young ladies showed him too much attention, that's not really what I would consider. I mean, it is a red flag because of the situation. Some people would consider that a red flag because of the situation. Okay, now we don't know, like maybe they had discussions about that before, and so that's why, to Travis Hunter, that may not have been a red flag. And so that, but the more and more she really publicly, the public gets to see her, the worse she looked. Then at the Heisman Trophy ceremony, there was a situation where Travis Hunter was taking pictures, and she said something about, what do you want me to do? Should I, do you expect me to just sit here all day, right? And she made that situation about her too. So really, she's showing her immaturity. But I think one of the things, and an important thing, is what she don't realize is that this, it's not about her, and she need to mature, to grow up and realize that this is not about her. This is about Travis. And if Travis wins, or if Travis has some success, then that's a win for both of them. And she gotta realize that. Now she made a statement that Travis Hunter was not her type. And that statement made her look foolish and immature too. Because a successful young man is every woman's type. And if she don't think so, and if any woman don't think so, then they lying to themselves, or they're just being delusional. This guy is a successful young man, and at the time when she met him, he wasn't as successful as he is now, but she knew who he was. He had potential. And so she said that he wasn't he wasn't her type. And then when she may have found out later on that it turns out that he is her type, because he's a successful man with a promising future, right? And so that stuff, I don't know. I just chalk that up to just being childish. But what really concerns me is the fact that she did a video recently. She did a video where she tried to just defend herself against, the people who are coming at her online. And in doing that, she threw Travis Hunter under the bus. She said that the reason why she said that Travis Hunter wasn't her type is because Travis had a girlfriend and Travis is a cheater. Now, she said she had permission to say that, right? Which I think, and I blame Travis. If he gave her permission to do that, then he is just as foolish as she is, because he got to know that he can't have his girlfriend, or maybe his soon-to-be wife, making public statements that's going to tarnish his image, or his and mess up his brand, because that's going to mess up his money, and it's going to affect her too. So he can't do that. And that reminds me of the stuff that like Jada Pinkett would do. She didn't care about Will Smith's image. She didn't care about Will Smith's brand. And it's all about protect her at all costs. right? When they got it, when she got it back, was Jada Pinkett got it back, was, and this young lady got it back, was like, they need to be protecting the golden goose, and in this case, the men are the ones, they're the golden goose. Those are the ones who you need to protect. And so if she's showing at this early juncture in their relationship that she's willing to throw Travis under the bus just to protect her image, or to keep fans from coming at her, then that's in my opinion, that's the worst sign of all. And that's Travis. And Travis is enabling her. She needs to really just fall back, and it's okay to be seen, but she don't need to be heard, because the more she talks, the more people are going to analyze what she say, the more people are going to be able to criticize what she say. And it's no need for her to criticize, or I'm sorry, speak publicly, right? Because the public figure is Travis. She has another job to do, and that's like to maintain the house and take care of the kids if they have kids, and just do work in the background. Let him be the public figure. She can work on the back end, and they could be a team. And Travis, that's something that Travis is going to have to, and he may not even be old enough to understand it. That's something that he's going to have her, to do, is not make public statements. Don't be out in the, in the public talking and stuff like that, because she wants to be seen. She wants it to be about her. And it's not about her. The more she make public statements, the more people are going to criticize. More people are going to scrutinize, and it's going to actually work against the relationship, because as you can see now, like, she's feeling the pressure from outside forces on a relationship now. So she gotta really grow up and learn how to navigate this type of relationship, a public relationship, and just like I said, just stay in the background and be quiet. She goes from not being, like, she comes from the she goes from not being the Travis, not being her type, to understanding and finding out the harsh reality that she is a recruit, basically. And if anybody understands the recruiting process, it should be Travis Hunter. Anytime you get recruited for a job, anytime you get recruited for a college, or you get recruited for a sport, that don't mean that you have control over the organization or the institution that is recruiting you. Like, if you get recruited to the military, you're not running, and you sign up with the military, you're not running anything. That means that you seem like a prime candidate for the military. Or if you get recruited for a job, that just seems like you're a prime candidate. And that's what she is. She's a recruit. Travis, he recruited her to be his girlfriend. And so she thinks that just because that she has more leverage than what she really has, and what she need to do is to find out what she can do to make this to help work together in their situation. It's too often women think that it's just about, like, their looks when they come to the table, and it's not about that. If you want to maintain a relationship with a successful man, you have to learn how it takes wisdom, and it takes patience, and it takes an intelligent woman to navigate. And he don't even have to be on Travis level as far as, like, money wise. It just takes work to maintain a relationship. And if the only trick she have in her bag is her looks, and she think that that's going to carry her through and make sure that they have a successful relationship, it's not going to go like that. And Travis really needs to he needs to expect more from her than just to be a pretty face. He's going to need, as he get older, he'll realize that he's going to need more from her than just, what she brings aesthetically to the relationship. And if he don't demand more from her, then what's going to happen is she's going to become resentful, because she's not going to get everything she wants based on just her looks. and that's where the trouble is going to come in. Like if he don't require her to grow up, and be the woman that he needs in a relationship, it's going to lead to trouble. It's going to lead to trouble. So my advice to Travis would be to not marry her. They can stay together, not marry, and not have kids, and just gradually, they turn it into, they just grow together, and just turn into the kind of couple that can navigate, the situation. But I wouldn't advise Travis to marry, her. And it's not just because, of the red flags. When what 20-something-year-old, woman or man don't have red flags. If that's the case, then nobody would get together, because everybody have red flags. But what they need to do in the meantime is iron out these imperfections, and these red flags that they have in their relationships, and don't allow them to get worse. So he cannot enable her. He want her to have a soft life, but his life is not going to be soft. And he's going to have to work. He's going to be a professional athlete. And that football is a demanding sport, mentally and physically. And so if he's trying to allow her just to have a soft life, and he leave the house and he go work as hard as he's going to have to work to be a professional athlete, put his health at risk, and then all she got to do is just lay around and shop, that's not going to work. That's a recipe for disaster. And I don't care if you're a professional athlete or if you are a plumber. Both people have to work in a relationship. Both people have to care about the other person enough to protect that other person. And he got, as a man, he has to demand that, that she bring more to the table than just her looks, or, the relationship not gonna work out. And so when she pulled this little Jada Pinkett stunt and went on, social media crying about how he, tried how to explain how he wasn't her type and why she felt like that, because he was a cheater, and she don't believe in being with cheaters and stuff like that. That was just, to me, the more that the public sees of her, the worse her situation becomes. And this is a prime example of why, like if you have a partner or you shouldn't be, both people don't need to be in the public. Don't need to be in the public eye. Somebody needs to be working behind the scenes, and because she really, it's not a good look for her to be in the public eye. She really shouldn't care about what what the public think of her. Just look at like couples like let me see. Oh, what's the rapper guy name? Ice Cube. Him and his wife. You never hear her say anything publicly. Snoop Dogg, his wife very rarely speaks publicly. Let me see who else. The other rapper guy, Ice-T, his wife don't really. She used to at one point in time used to do things publicly, but for the most part, you can't be. You gotta keep something private. You gotta keep something hidden. People can't be all in your business, because it's going to bring pressure and stress to the relationship. So, and like I said, I wouldn't advise Travis Hunter to break up with this young lady, but I would not advise him to have kids early, right now, until they, till she proves that she understands the situation that she in. She's gonna have to mature a whole lot more, before she's ready for marriage and kids. But if she have marriage and kid, and she get married right now and have kids with him, then she won't have to work at the relationship. That will automatically give her leverage, and then that will allow her to be lazy in a relationship and not really mature and seek wisdom. Because if you are in a relationship and you don't have the leverage of a kid, and you don't have the leverage of a marriage certificate, and you want to be in that relationship, then you gotta work. And the work is mental. right? You know, then that's when the mental aspect of how to hold on to your partner comes in, because you can't lean on the fact that, all right, we got kids and he's gonna have to stay, or I have a marriage certificate, so he's gonna have to stay. He's gonna have to put up with this. You don't, you know, that right there is leverage that, and it's a false sense of security, because if she carries him to too much nonsense, then he's gonna cut his losses and roll out anyway. Which I think that, yeah, for them to avoid that, and if they want to really turn into a, you know, have a successful relationship, then he should not marry her now, nor should he have kids with her. And that's my take on it. You know, like I said, make sure, and also make sure to like and subscribe. But I want to hear from women about what you like. How would you, if this young lady was your daughter, like how would you tell her to navigate this situation, right? And in a way that is going to allow her to stay in the situation, and in a way that is going to allow her to grow in this situation. Like, what would a woman, like, how would you advise her to like I say, handle the situation and navigate the situation, being with a guy that's, you know, as much in demand and as famous as Travis Hunter is. And with that being said, don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video. Peace.